Well, joining us now via Skype is Armand, who shares with us some tools to support our parish communities. Thanks for being with us, Armand.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, Bishop.
Now, you're here to talk about Gabriel Software. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. It started way back in 1999. I was actually with a firm that did accounting software. And my pastor at St. Mark's, Father Peter Graziano, who's from the Boston area, he said, Armand, I'd really like to bring the parish into the 19th century with computers. I said, well, Father, we're in the 20th, soon to be in the 21st. He says, well, I just want to be 100 years behind, Armand, that's all. So my brother and I wrote a little desktop application, some Microsoft technology to track the families and the committees, and we did ministry schedule and fundraising. And before we knew it, we had like 25 parishes in the Fall River Diocese.
Wow.
That was the early days. And then kind of fast forward to 2016, I had sold my company and was working for a large bank and still doing the Gabriel stuff kind of as a ministry. But my brother and I decided wanted to start doing that a little more formal. So we rewrote Gabriel in the cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud, and we started marketing it nationally. Wow. And it was slow at first, but in 2018, we implemented all of the parishes in the Diocese of Burlington, Vermont, and we've implemented all the parishes in the Diocese of Green Bay, Wisconsin, and we're working with the Archdiocese of Cincinnati right now. And of course, here in our diocese, we have like almost 40 parishes in Fall River. So.
Wow, that's great. A great diocese of Fall River. Now, does Father Peter Graziano, does he get a cut?
You know what? I probably should give him a cut. That's good.
You know, Armand, certainly, these have been unusual times. For example, a few months ago, I didn't know what Zoom was. I thought it was a kids' show on PBS, and now, it's become a household term. But, these times have demonstrated to people in parishes and pastors alike how crucial a digital presence is for the well-being of a parish community. How does Gabriel Software support this?
So our biggest thing is messaging. That's one of the reasons why we chose Gabriel as the name, right? The messenger. So we have built-in email and texting capabilities within our application. And what's been interesting is, in January, we were sending like 20,000 emails a month on behalf of our parishes. And in April, we were over 200,000. So in some of our bulletins to our parishes, we've encouraged them to, email the bulletin to people and use the service that is actually part of their subscription. We don't charge additional money for email and texting, as many do. So that's been really important. And of course, when public mass was suspended, we don't pass the basket, right? So we needed to have the online giving. And we have 4 integrated online giving platforms: Church Budget, Payments, Vanco, and WeShare. So anything that is recorded in those giving platforms comes directly into Gabriel and hits the right fund, hits the right family, all that good stuff. But we had many parishes that didn't have anything set up. We dusted off an old legacy system with Stripe, and we provided our software free to a number of parishes to use this online. And we have been able to process like $200,000 the last 8 weeks for people, for parishes. Wow. Trying to do our part anyway.
And you mentioned some of the dioceses that you're in, Armand. Could you tell us how Gabriel gets implemented in a diocese, in a parish?
Yep. So sometimes the parish will contact us. Like we have many parishes and independent parishes that are not part of a mandated diocese. So in California, Washington State. Also, we have one in Perth, Australia, which is kind of fun. But typically for those folks from the parishes, they call us. We find out if they have a legacy system. We'll convert their data for them into our system. Takes literally just an hour or so to get them going. And then they can access their data anywhere in the world on any device. So that's what's really important too, especially where people and administrators were working from home, right? That was a pretty big thing for our parishes. And then from a diocesan's perspective, when we talk about Green Bay or Cincinnati, there's more strategic plan around data standardization and some enterprise-wide data strategy we try to help them with our experience. And when people are using the same system within the same diocese, you can do things like that. And then the reporting becomes much easier too. And we've done a lot with collaboratives. So if a pastor is managing 3 parishes, we have some multi-parish committee functionality and multi-parish fundraising. And of course, the messaging is multi-parish as well. So,
because you're looking at one of those guys. Right now.
Are you? Yeah. Am I? Yes.
Hey, I gotta ask you. A little birdie told me that a friend of mine, a priest friend of mine from the Diocese of Fall River, actually celebrated your wedding, Father Paul Caron. Is that true?
That is true. In 1988.
What a great guy! It was at St. Mark's in Attleboro Falls.
That's correct. And today he's at St. Pius X in South Yarmouth.
Yeah. A great guy. Does he use Gabriel Software? I hope so.
Yes, he does. What's been great, as he's moved from parish to parish, he's implemented Gabriel. So that's been pretty.
And if priests are listening right now, or bishops, where can they become more familiar with the software and its applications?
Yep. So our website, GabrielSoft.com, has a nice intro and shows you all the feature set. And then you can even sign up on our contact page there, and I'm happy to meet with you personally, or you can access our demo system. It's fully function. You can try it before you buy, kind of thing. We're really low risk sales cycle too. We're low pressure. We always say it's our church too. So we're just here to serve. That's really our big thing. And so that's kind of how it works. We get you converted. You use the software, and then we send the invoice and worry about all that stuff later.
GabrielSoft.com. Armand, thank you so much for sharing this news with us. Very, very timely, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Thanks, Bishop. You too.
God bless you.